Okay, well, hopefully this stupid thing will work now. Sorry you didn't have any volume until right now, but right now the stream is not getting off on the right foot. Had an update of OBS today. I was stupid and installed it. And now our sounds don't work. Nope. Still doesn't work. Okay. So we are in the Czech Republic, and no, I will not be doing the winter things because last time I did one, I ended up rolling the damn truck over, and I'm not gonna do that today. Sorry. Oh, down to the tip of Italy. Awesome. Palermo. Maple syrup. Oops. Oh. Okay. Well, how's everybody doing today? Today has just been so much fun. Let's see. Oops. There we go. And we want F2. And whoops, we want yes. There we go. Okay. Ooh, wow. Listen to that sound. Ooh. Man. Sounds so much different inside the truck compared to outside the truck. Today we started off with a update from OBS. I don't know what works exactly and what doesn't. Why are you going the wrong way, dummy? We are in the Czech Republic. I'm sure if anybody's watched the streams from SCS, you know that's where they're located. But that's not the reason why we're starting here. It's because that's where we left off the last time. Okay. Holland maple syrup, and no, we're not doing the Christmas event. Sorry, but I'm not doing it. My truck is as close to Christmas spirit. We're gonna get right into this moment. What the heck, dude? Shift into reverse. My chair gets in the way of getting into reverse sometimes. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, that's the clutch. That's why. We don't use the clutch because we're doing automatic, so. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I know. Oh, man. It's just so freaking screwed up today. Hold on. Okay, good. Okay. Which way are we going here? Oh, man. Yeah. Well. Okay. Come on. Somebody gonna let me in or what? Probably or what? Good, you can't see it. Oh. days ago. So basically the last time basically the last time we streamed it was available and I didn't know about it. So the last time we streamed ETS2 was last Thursday and it was actually available last Tuesday. So by the way, if you didn't know, we are driving a Renault, you know? What is everybody doing up here? What are you doing, trucker? Why are you out in that lane if you can't do the speed limit? You should be in this lane that I'm in right now, not that one. Oh man. Oh wow, the game is peaking. Why is the game peaking? Why is the game peaking? Hold on. Why is the game peaking? Filters, because there's no limiter on it. That's why. Okay, good. Now there's a limiter on it, so it hopefully won't peak anymore. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Nope, it's still going into the red. Hold on. We want... Nope, not that. We want game capture, filter. Let's go. Oop. There we go. Try that. Perfect. Since I haven't, I'm going to adjust my seat while I'm here. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Okay, CT Botman's there, Stream Elements, Sound Alerts, SiriBot, Nightbot. See, CT Botman, because he's not a bot program, he doesn't show up in, he shows up as a moderator, not as a chat bot. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what? Huh? What is it? Hold on. Oh, the stickers. Doesn't show up as a moderator. Whatever, I don't care. It doesn't get captured by the thing, so we're not going to worry about it. Okay. We're going to telescope steering wheel. There we go. Going to tilt steering wheel. Oop. Just like that. Field of view. Going to. There we go. Add lights. You don't have any roof lights together? You don't have any roof lights? Yeah, we do. All we have is roof lights. We don't have any front lights. Actually, hold on. We'll do this. Watch. There. See? Like that? There we go. Christmas spirit. I don't. Oop. Hold on. Just lights. What? Oh, front auxiliary lights we don't have. Okay, never mind. No, we don't have any front auxiliary lights. Dashboard should be all the way up. Okay. See? That's the. This is the effect that we had on when I did that. What do you call it? Short on YouTube. Whoops. Sorry, guy, but you got me. Oh yeah, hear that sound. That's going on before the stream started today. Didn't start out in a very good mood. Everything is hopefully working properly, except for the sounds, of course. I can't fix that. Because I was stupid and I updated OBS before the stream, and now the Streamlabs chatbot sounds are broken right now. I don't know about the rest of them, sorry. But our alerts work, at least as far as I know. I tested them. They showed up in the sound thing as working, but whether you can hear them is a different story. But right now, the only way you can test them is if you get a follow, a sub, a bit donation, tips, whatever, that type of stuff, or a raid. But pretty sure at 20 after 11 you're not going to get too many raids today. Okay, that's right. Huh? Why is our max fuel capacity 765 liters? That seems odd. Normally it's like 600 over 800 or 1,000, not 765. Across the border. Okay, we need our headlights on. Where's the looking? Okay, there it is. Trying to find our high beam indicator. Okay, we already lost money, but whatever. Today we are using the Renault T, the Christmas themed Renault T. Right now we have two trucks that have Christmas themed paint jobs on them, the Renault T and the Mercedes Actros. Those are the two videos that were done over the last couple of weeks. This one here got made into a short. It's the only short that we have right now on YouTube, so if you wouldn't mind giving it a view, maybe get the view count over 800 or maybe 1,000, who knows. Hey, if you can get that video over 1,000, the first video that I ever had that high. Right now, it's actually the most watched video on my YouTube channel, the short. The, what do you call it? The settings and button layout video is actually the second most watched video on my YouTube channel. One reason why the truck is so much louder, we have side pipes on it, not smokestacks. So that usually when you have smokestacks, the noise is up higher. Well, this truck has side pipes on it. So therefore you can hear the noise right by the side of the truck. See? Because in Euro Truck Simulator 2, you can put side pipes on your truck where you can't in ATS, because either your exhaust in ATS is under the truck where you can't see it, or it's behind the cab, or it's next to or like behind the driver's door, like in the W900 or the 389 or any of the other trucks that are mods. Because some people have a mod that's like a 379, and they have the W990 and some of the other ones. Today, if you didn't read the title, we're doing modded Convoy because we're doing ETS2. If you don't like mods, that's your problem. Sorry, but it's just the way it is. I like playing this game with mods, you know, and you're shit out of luck today then. Everybody's going around us because we're sorry car, but I'm getting over here so you can go around me the correct way. Because everybody else can do 100. I can't. Ooh, yeah, the truck wants to do 100. You can hear it. He wants to get up and go. This truck wants to go, go, go. I was thinking about playing SnowRunner today, but SnowRunner's viewer count is way too low. The amount of viewers that it said that it had was 64, and for a small channel like me, I probably wouldn't get anybody to watch. Because they say that you should stick to games that have more viewers, because more of a chance of getting people to watch you. But plus the job that I was doing on SnowRunner was a pain in the neck. And because I have a modded profile in SnowRunner, and their idea of cross-platform is not, or cross-play, excuse me, is not what a lot of people would prefer. A lot of people would prefer to do cross-platform on like PlayStation or Xbox or PC, all that type of stuff. Their idea of crossplay is Epic or Steam. We gotta get over. you for letting me in. Yes, we have our I have my beacons on because they are red and green flashing lights, not because we're hauling a heavy load or anything. We have 17 tons of maple syrup. Nobody's in front of me. I can have my high beams on if I want. Yeah, see somebody. That's right. That's right. We did turn those on. Got people in front of us. Not anymore, but we did. We're being limited to 80 kilometers per hour. Not sure how fast 80 kilometers per hour is in miles per hour, but I know it's not very fast, let's put it that way. I think like 120 is like 65 or something like that. Inspection station, where's that? Right here, I guess. This will be what, the first time I've ever had an inspection in this game. What? Okay. Whatever. I didn't have to even stop. I wonder if they fixed that in ATS too. ATS also, excuse me. No, there is not an ATS 2. I don't know why there's an ETS 2, but there's not an 8. For some reason, Euro Truck Simulator, they must have had some sort of a problem that they fixed with a new game instead of fixing it the way normal people would, just by releasing a patch. I do not know why. Because I played, before I bought this game, I played ETS, not ETS 2, but ETS. Hey, Shofu, how's it going? This is Euro Truck Simulator 2, but if you want, you can Convoy. It's up to you. I don't know if you have this game or not. Yeah, there you go. Go for it. I'm using mods in here too, but I don't know if you want to do that. Most of the there's only one mod that you might have a problem with, and that would be Pro Mods. Pro Mods, you have to go to a website and download it, but other than that. Because there's a, what do you call it? There's a mod that comes in from the Steam Workshop that allows Pro Mods to be used in Convoy. If you go into the area where you find the workshop, you click on Browse. Well, excuse me. Go into the workshop. Type in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Go to where it says Browse. And then there should be a drop-down menu that says Collections, and then you type in CT Man 1975, and there should be a collections list, and it should be able, it should download it all for you. I think, anyways. Oop, the heck. I don't know. Am I screwed up here or what? I think I screwed up. Yes, I did. I screwed up. Hopefully my feathers stay straight. All of the... I believe so. There should only... But oops, hold on. ProMods is a third-party mod that you have to download via it's via a website called promods.net. And if you hold on, yeah, ProMods is a basically, hold on a second. I'll show you in a second. Let's see, where is it? Map. A lot of the places that I haven't been to on this map here are because of ProMods. ProMods is a add-on to Euro Truck Simulator, and there's actually one for ATS also. See all of this out here? That's all ProMods. A lot of that up there, that through there. Most of the cities that I haven't been to is all because of a mod called ProMods. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let me look. I don't know. Says to run ProMods smoothly, you need the base game and yeah, you need all. Oops. Oh well. Yeah, you need all the official DLCs. Sorry about that. Didn't know that. Sorry about that. Um, the, the only one that I don't have it. I'm running ProMods and I don't have the most recent one. I don't have the Nordic Horizons, but I have all the other ones. But the only bad part about DLCs for this game is they're kind of expensive to buy in bulk. We actually started up right there, and now we're going to way down there. But thing is, this job here is all normal because of the DLCs. But oh well. Sorry about that. Whoops. Ooh. Here, I'll do this. Ooh, yeah. Now, for anybody who hasn't seen the short on YouTube, there you go. There's a little bit of a hint of it. Anybody who hasn't seen the short on YouTube, you should go watch it. It's got a lot of views, not a lot of watch time, but for some reason, people watch the flashing lights and that's all they see. They don't look at the rest of it. People seem to have short attention spans when I mean, the short is truly short. It's under a minute. I know you're allowed to have like up to 180 seconds or whatever, which is 3 minutes. Hey, we're in Italy. Unfortunately, we're going way down to the tip of Italy. another thing that is kind of, well, I guess it is, but it's not. It's kind of weird because Pro Mods, it has two ways of downloading it. But of course, like I said, you need all of the country or the region DLCs. They're not really states; they're more regions. But they give you a couple ways to download that type of stuff. But of course. But unfortunately, they require all the. But maybe someday the thing that is now Pro Mods, maybe maybe eventually SCS will do the same thing they're doing with British Columbia and making the stuff that is now Pro Mods part of the stock game. I don't know. It'd be nice if they did that, but in this case, I would highly doubt it, because they would have to add more cities and stuff to the base game, and I would highly doubt they're gonna do that. We'll see. Ireland and the Isle of Man and all that type of stuff is not part of the stock game. It's actually part of Pro Mods, which is, like I said, is a third-party mod that adds tons of stuff to this game. There's probably close to 500, maybe even 1,000 more cities as part of Pro Mods. I think the longest job I think I've ever done on this here is like 3,500 kilometers, which is a long ways. Matter of fact, it took me an entire stream one time to do one job. That was because we didn't have any real major ferry rides. You know how in ETS2 how you have some areas where you get a ferry ride across the water. There was actually one job that we did where the job said it was going to take like 3 hours to do, because it wasn't counting the mileage as a whole, or the distance as a whole. It wasn't counting the ferry ride, so the job actually took maybe like 20 minutes, because most of that job was done riding a ferry. We had maybe like 135 kilometers before we got to the ferry, and then like 20 kilometers or whatever after the ferry ride. I think we had like 1,500 kilometers or whatever on the ferry, or whatever you want to call it, a boat ride. It was a long ferry ride, let's put it that way. I don't think it was 1,500, but it was quite a long ferry ride. This truck has, I don't know, in the United States, the pipes like this truck has would be called lake pipes, because they're on the side of the truck, but the exhaust has multiple outlets on it. might hear that little choo, choo sound. That's the turbo. Every once in a while, the truck accelerates and lets off, accelerates and lets off. That's that little choo sound that you hear. Because when it lets off, it has to let out the extra boost that it makes, so you don't blow the engine up. Anytime you drive a boosted engine and you don't what do you call it? You don't use all of that boost when or you don't keep your foot in it. Like when you do a drag race, a lot of times cars have nitrous, or maybe they might have a combination of nitrous and a turbo or something. The turbo is usually piped into the turbo is spun up by the exhaust going through the turbo, and then of course air goes out, exits out the through the turbo and into the exhaust. But the stuff that isn't used goes out. I think it's like a blow-off valve, or no, it's a wastegate. The blow-off valve is what helps the turbo not make too much boost, so you don't blow the thing up. Because otherwise, if you didn't have a blow-off valve, you'd make hundreds or more pounds of boost, and the thing would just explode because there'd be so much pressure built up that it wouldn't be able to handle it. There is no such thing as a bulletproof turbo. The term bulletproof is kind of a term that is used loosely when they determine a part of your car to be bulletproof. It means that it can take a lot of abuse and not fail. Other than that, it's not officially bulletproof. You can't shoot it with a gun and not have it not fall apart, because since the housing of a turbo, I think, is cast aluminum, so therefore if you hit it with a bullet, pieces would probably go flying. Usually things that are cast are usually kind of brittle. join, but I don't know if you want to spend the money that you would need to have all of the DLCs that you don't have. I don't know. That's up to you. Unfortunately. I mean, there is a way to shut off that stuff, but unfortunately I'd have to shut off pro mods, and I really don't want to do that. Sorry. No, that's not. Yeah, that's not. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's like going out and spending $100 and using something once. It's like, nope, not a good idea. Like me, when I bought Minecraft a while back, I've played it for maybe like 20 hours if I'm lucky. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, the car DLCs in ATS, people will probably use it lots, because I mean, there's some people that they don't want to drive the trucks, they want to play the game. Because right now, unfortunately, you're stuck with either using mods to drive other vehicles or waiting until the DLC comes out for that. And unfortunately, it's probably going to be middle of next year before that happens, because I don't see the one thing with SCS that does that a lot of other game developers don't do is SCS waits until their stuff is ready before it comes out. They don't just push it before it. They're not one of those companies, oh, we want your money, we don't care about the quality. They care about quality. They put stuff out when it's done, not when it's convenient to make lots of money. Because they already have a lot of product out there, they don't need to force it. Where you got things like BF6 or Call of Duty or all that stuff, where a lot of times stuff like that gets put out before it's absolutely ready to go, because they're making probably $70 or $80 per person that buys that game and downloads it, where SCS is making maybe like $18 at the most per purchase. So they're not making tons and tons of money off one person buying it. They're making maybe $18 at the very most per person. Like when you download Nordic Horizons, or when you purchase Nordic Horizons, it's like $18 US. And plus SCS is not a place like Blizzard or EA or any of those really big companies. They probably have 400 people if they're lucky working for them, not the amount of people that the big gaming companies have working for them. Plus, the people that are working for SCS are working on 2 games at the same time. They're working on finishing out ETS 2 and getting ATS out, because last year, or excuse me, this current year, there was 3 states done and 2 other DLCs that came out this year. So there's 5 DLCs over the span of 1 year. Plus, they've been updating parts of the map as they go, instead of waiting until the end like a lot of places would do. A lot of places would get the game, the main part of the game finished before they start updating stuff, but SCS has been updating like California and other parts of the map as they go, instead of waiting until afterwards. Honestly, I think what I would have done is I would have added more cities when the DLCs first came out, rather than adding them afterwards. But I know it costs money to make those other cities, so therefore they add them after the fact so that they can spread their costs out over time. It makes sense, but the customer doesn't. A lot of the customers probably don't think that it makes any sense. But hey, there's only one part of that equation that has to make sense, and that's to them. The cost has to cost the right amount at the right time for them, in order to make business sense. Not the customer doesn't care about your business expenses; they care about your product. But hey, you don't stay in business by spending way too damn much money on one thing and not making any money off it. Because that's another thing that a lot of people don't think about. The cities that they're adding as part of like California rework and Texas thing, you're not paying for it. They're giving you free content when they're reworking the states that they're reworking. You're not paying for it. Honestly, they could charge you for it if they wanted to, but they don't. Because California, Nevada, and Arizona, I believe, were the 3 states that came out as part of the stock game. Man. And believe me, for the people who didn't play just the stock game, that part of the game got really repetitive before they started introducing DLC to it. Because before all the DLCs and the last rework of California, Hilt, California didn't exist on the map originally. Originally, the last city in California originally was Redding. And then when they did the 3rd rework of California, they added Hilt, and when they did the last one, they added, I think it was San Jose and some places down more southern part of California. But I mean, and no, I am not in any way affiliated with SCS. Unfortunately, we don't get enough viewers, or we don't bring in enough interest to have anybody offer us anything. I think sometimes we're lucky if we average 4 viewers a stream. Most of the time I think we average about 2.5, which really isn't enough for anybody to notice us, so. And if anybody wants to know where we are in Italy right now. Been in Italy for about the last half hour or so. I know. If anybody wants to send some content my way, I wouldn't be opposed to it, as long as it's not fake, or there isn't any stipulation with it. Sometimes companies put stipulations like you have to play it on stream, or you have to do this, or you have to show people this or that, and it wouldn't be a very good deal for a person who doesn't get very many viewers per stream. Take a deal like that. Plus, it wouldn't be a very good deal for them to put that out there. Oh, yes. Bot is telling you about the stickers. I don't know. Honestly, I don't. The stickers, I believe, work. I don't know if the sound of the stickers works, but the sticker thing works itself, I believe. For anybody who's looking at seeing the stream stickers thing, unfortunately the stickers cost bits, so if you're not into using bits on stream, I guess. SOL, yes. One thing about stickers, if you've ever seen a bunch of stickers appear on somebody's stream before, you know, like you see like things appear on the screen and then they cover up the entire screen. That is an extension called stream stickers, and people use a whole bunch of bits, and they cover up the entire screen for a few seconds anyways. me in. Of course, he's probably getting off, so that's probably why he did it. No, he didn't get off. He just let me in. Because I mean, if people don't, if you don't want to, you don't want to hit the subscribe button, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you can do Turbo, which gives you no ads on any channel you watch, where subscribing to this channel just gives you no ads on this channel. We used to have there we go. Thank you, Highwire. Thank you so much for the love. The weirdest part is that the thing shows up as just your name on the multi chat, but then you look over at Twitch chat and it shows up. Thank you so much for all the bits. Unfortunately, it doesn't say how many bits were donated, but that's okay. Unfortunately, I have to wait for these people to go by. Okay, well, are you gonna let me in or what? For anybody who doesn't follow me or doesn't look at the Discord, on the 9th of this month, ProMod's Convoy DLC was not DLC, excuse me, mod was updated in the Steam Workshop so that we can play Convoy without the game crashing. If you haven't used that part before, all you have to do is is this? Oh, it's not open. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. There we go. Man, this truck sounds so nice. See, that's the one thing that the people that watched the short didn't really get to hear. They didn't get to hear the acceleration of this truck. They got to hear the engine start up, but things are much better now that the game is going. I had to restart the game a few times in order to get it to show up on stream, but for some reason when OBS updated, it screwed up some stuff. Of course, it always does, but right now the Streamlabs chatbot, or CT Botman as people know him as, the sounds don't show up as going off on the audio mixer part of Stream Elements, but I can hear them. I don't know if anybody else can, but because the mixer doesn't pick it up, and usually when the mixer doesn't pick it up, it can't be heard. So the expense of buying stuff for people, and also the headaches of trying to figure out what. Yeah, see, you buy stuff for people, and then and then you get the nice expense of paying off your credit cards or whatever you use to pay for it. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are glad for that. I think the two most expensive holidays of the year are Valentine's Day and Christmas, and maybe Thanksgiving. Depending on what you do for Thanksgiving. But I think Christmas is probably the most expensive holiday of the year. And it's at the end, so I'm sure there's lots of people that are glad that Christmas is towards the end of the year instead of at the beginning. I had some friends in high school that their birthday is on the 30th of December. Whatever works. So are you gonna buy it in January and then put it away until December? I highly doubt that. Oh man, I don't think anybody would ever do that to themselves. So everybody can. Oh, you can't. Oh. Yeah. Actually, the best savings would probably be the day after Christmas. Because a lot of places have sales on the 26th of December because all people that are going out to spend their gift cards or returning gifts or whatever. So I think gift cards are the cheapest, easiest thing to give people as a present, because then you don't have to worry about what they want. You just have to make sure you get the gift card to the right place. Or do yourself a favor and just get them an Amazon gift card. There's so much stuff that they can get on Amazon. That's basically what I did to my nephew last year. We gave him a $100 Amazon gift card last year. I gave him two choices. I gave him a choice of a PlayStation gift card or Amazon. He chose Amazon, so. Because he has a PS4, as far as I know, anyways. He might have bought himself a PS5, who knows. That is for sure. My grandparents used to give us cash in a birthday card because it's an easier way to do it. You just my grandfather used to put $25 in a birthday card because I mean that was before they did gift cards. €47. I was thinking about playing SnowRunner today, but I gave up on it because SnowRunner only had 67 viewers in the category, and it would have been me playing a game by myself and having nobody really watching. Or Taiwan probably would have came and watched, but nobody else would have. The one thing about what do you call it? About SnowRunner is that with all of the new content they're coming out with, they're probably not getting that many new people. That is so, I love that so much. That Haiwan's here no matter what. Well, obviously, no matter what we're playing, let's put it that way. He just likes to come and talk to me and watch me crash and do stuff. Oh yeah. I forgot. This profile here has realistic fuel consumption, so therefore I don't know. Uh-oh. We crashed into or somebody crashed into us, whatever. I gotta find a fuel stop. Probably went by one. I probably just went by one, didn't I? Let's see how much. Oh, we got 7 liters. Oh, great. Unfortunately, I think we're probably going to be using one of those emergency fuel stops. Well, I don't know if you heard that, but I did. Not this time. Well. Oh well. Guess what? There we go. Hold on, let me see something here. Let's try something here. Let's try restarting the bot and see if that helps. Yeah, unfortunately the sign doesn't matter right now. I don't have any fuel, so 2,000 meters ahead. Well, okay. Unfortunately, I don't have any fuel right now, so let's see if that helps. Oops, did I do it right? Of course I didn't. Damn it, I screwed up. I can't fix it right now either. Oh well. Well, the bot's gonna come out as me for the rest of the stream because I screwed up. But whatever. Let's see. Nope. Still didn't. I don't know what's going on with that, but oh, that's right. Duh. We gotta do this, that. Diagnostic pickup. Fuel. Oh yeah. 2,000 meters ahead. Well, hey. At least I ran out close enough to oops. I just shut the truck off. Oh yeah. Yes, I know I need fuel. Unfortunately, I can't stay over here until I get to a fuel stop because that big concrete tunnel in front of us is going to say, you can't do that. Okay, how much further? 1,500 meters until our next fuel stop. Probably that. No, I was say probably that rest stop, but it's not. Huh? Okay, there is fuel in this rest stop. There better be. It took a little bit to show up. I don't know why Nightbot does that. It never used to. Okay. The weirdest thing about this is that the fuel supply is 765 liters. You know how normally it's like 800 liters. Yeah. Okay. Run-o. Hear that little bypass valve. Actually, that's the blow-off valve. Oops. Yes, I know. Because every time you step down on it, and then you let off. The blow-off valve blows off the turbo, the boost that it makes. Then you have the bypass valve where all of the extra boost that's made gets released so that you don't blow the engine up. Because you could probably make 2,000 psi of pressure and blow the damn engine up. Actually, it would probably blow up. The engine would probably blow up way before then, but. Because most people probably don't make more than like 100 pounds of boost if their engine can handle it. There's actually two video releases for this truck here. There's the actual build out of it, and then the short for this, that was put out for the lighting mostly. Because instead of doing like the orange lights like I normally do that flash on the front of my truck, I made them red and green. So it'd be like Christmas lights. I didn't do that on the Mercedes, but I did it on the Renault. Got a French truck. And right now we're driving around Italy in a French truck. French-made truck. I mean, it only makes sense. Well, actually, technically our headquarters is in Germany, so. But we're driving a French truck with a German plate on it. I mean, if I wanted to be really technical about it, I should be driving a Mercedes. Because Mercedes is a German company, if I'm not mistaken. We got 21 minutes to go before we get to our first destination of the day. Going to Palermo. Oh, and for anybody who hasn't seen the ads the way they are right now, instead of doing 3 minutes of ads all at once, we're doing a minute and a half of ads in two separate times. We're doing them in a minute and a half every half hour instead of 3 minutes every hour. It still comes out to 3 minutes, but it's just trying to maybe keep some people by doing shorter ads more often rather than sticking them with 3 minutes of ads all at once. because I know a lot of people see ads and they leave. So we're trying to shorten the blow of the ads. Plus, we are not running, I believe we're not running the, what do you call it? The pre-rolls. I believe that's, I'm not sure about that, but. On the 12th of next month, there should be a payout made from Twitch to me. So we might use that payout to do some. Well, technically, if I wanted to, I could use my money that I've made from Twitch to put back into the channel, but. I would rather wait until after the fact to do it. Or maybe if I'm good, if I'm nice, maybe I'll spend some of it and gift some subs, who knows. There will not be a stream next Thursday. Next Thursday is Christmas Day, so of course, hopefully there won't be too many people on Christmas Day. Because I sure as heck won't be. At least not streaming anyways. Because honestly, there probably won't be too many people watching Twitch. Come on, car. Move it there. This thing sounds almost like a Harley instead of a truck. Could you imagine a diesel Harley? Unfortunately, if they put a diesel engine in a motorcycle, it would put out a lot of black smoke because there wouldn't be enough room for the. Well, actually, you probably wouldn't need a turbo on a. If you put a diesel engine in a motorcycle, because you probably wouldn't have enough of enough lag to worry about it, because you don't have all that weight. You could probably get away with like 50 or 60 cubic inches of diesel engine it would probably be like a. Actually, it'd probably be a 2-cylinder. The thing is, the bad thing about diesel engines is the pistons are gigantic, and since you don't have a spark plug, you just have monster fuel pressure. instead of having like 20 or 30 pounds of fuel pressure, you have hundreds of... Whoop. Sorry about that, guy. Not really, but sounds good. Okay, we're gonna slow down a little bit. There we go. Ooh, wow. Yeah. I just love the sound of that, of the accelerator, but... because our truck has side pipes on it. Or some people would call them lake pipes. See, with me, it isn't about the power anymore, it's about the sound that all that power makes. Villa San Giovanni. We're going to Palermo. I think this truck only has 760 horsepower. Notice I said only. Messina. See, we're going to right there. We have 210 kilometers to go. Of course, they're probably gonna... There. That's what I figured was gonna happen. Alfa Romeo. Palermo. We're going to Moby. I don't know why the alert for bits has never worked. I don't know why. I picked one and I never hear it. No matter. I don't know if maybe if it's set up for a certain amount or whatever. I don't know. That would be my guess, anyways. have 1% damage to this truck. I think part of the reason why a lot of people don't stick around very much is that we don't have people gaming with us, because there's sometimes where if people are gaming, if I'm gaming with people, sometimes the conversation between the people on the CB or whatever interests people, but I don't know. That's up to the people that are watching, or not watching, whatever. We've made about 60,000 euros so far today. Actually, slightly under. We made 57,000 euros. We already had 96,000. But whatever. Oh. Another toll plaza coming up. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, I didn't realize that this one was one of those. Oh well. Oh well. 61 euros. Hey, okay, we don't need to worry about that. We're not going to Catania. We're going to Palermo. Well, I don't know if people want to see a build out of the Scania T truck or not, but that's basically the only truck that I have in my list that hasn't been built out yet on YouTube, my YouTube channel. See, when I ask questions on my YouTube videos, nobody leaves a comment in suggesting anything. So I've said it in some of the videos. He gets no reaction at all. So basically, when I put out videos on my YouTube channel, it's guessing. We discovered Palermo. And we also got another speeding ticket. It's our second one of the day. There's a place we haven't been to. We don't have, because we don't have the garage there because we don't have the money for it. Wow. Okay. So we got 90 XP for backing our trailer in. Okay, so now we have 235,000 euros. Look at that. Made €500,000 for the last 7 days. Hmm. Let's see, just for the heck of it. I know I said I wasn't gonna do any of these, but I don't see any anyway, so. Okay, they do have them. I don't know. They have their ugly sweater trailers. I don't know. I said I wasn't gonna do any of these today, but I guess I'm going to. There, okay. We got our funky lights there, and they got their funky lights there. Okay, where is our... Okay, our waypoint is right there. No. Oh, there's two waypoints here. Why do I have to go all the way down there to... What? Are you freaking kidding me? I picked the wrong one, that's why. It's this one we want. That's why I picked the wrong one. There's two of them there. gonna try not to roll this stupid thing over today. On Tuesday, I slammed on the brakes, and of course, we rolled the damn thing over. We didn't finish the job because when you roll your truck over during one of these things, they immediately cancel your job, which is honestly the stupidest thing ever. But that's the way the way it's done. That's the way it is. It's 43. We got another ticket. Let's do this. What the heck? Great, we're stuck. Do here, but see, I can do that too. Be an asshole while you're at it. What happened to Christmas spirit in a game? You know, just because it's around Christmas time doesn't mean you have to be an asshole. I guess it doesn't matter what time of year it is in this game. The asshole spirit is always out. In game, of course. There you go. Haha. Person thought they were gonna pass me. Not today. Because most of the time when the NPC tries to pass you, they get what they got there. Basically, what they deserve. think about it, car. I'm driving wherever I'm driving. If you don't like it, that's your problem, not mine. I can be that way too. You don't like it? I don't really care. Wow, we're using almost 20 gigs of RAM. Damn. That's system RAM, not VRAM, because we don't have that much VRAM. We only have 16 gigs. It's a 9060 XT 16 gig graphics card that we have now. See, we stayed with a graphics card that has a 60 in it. Because the other card that we had was a 1660. Super. I still have it, it's just that we're not using it. Look at that. That is neat. Of course, they're gonna make you back it in. Well, you don't have to, but. This game would be way too easy if we ever back in jobs. There we go. Our first job of the Christmas event completed. And I have not done this because I do not own that DLC, so therefore there is no sense of doing it. Okay, so we need Christmas Market at North Star, Rudolph's Crafts. Let's see. Where? Contributions. The contribution of these cities for this job towards the community goal is complete. Why not try another city? Okay. Where are we? Where are we? We are not anywhere right now. I guess we're going to Sweden. Sweden. They have the ugly sweater paint jobs for this truck there. Beep, 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 beep. Smell like Jeep, 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 Jeep. Okay. Get rid of that. Oh. Hold on. Where? Okay, let's do that one right there, because we haven't been to that spot yet. Been streaming for about a little over 2.5 hours. Because I started it a little bit late because of the fact that we were having problems with the game being captured by OBS. OBS did not want to capture the game, so I want to see what the difference is between couldn't hear it anyway, so it didn't. That is the weirdest part. Thing is, I restarted the bot and it didn't have any effect. Yesterday, I tested everything yesterday. It worked yesterday, and then they updated it today, and it doesn't work anymore. But the reason why there was an update today for OBS was they added a feature to multi-streaming, so you can adjust the volume on one platform without adjusting it on the other. But it's probably got to be set up a certain way for that to happen. And right now we don't have it set up that way. So it doesn't work that way right now. Oh. Huh? I don't know if you know if anybody noticed it but me, that when we made the transfer from Winterland to here, we now have a full tank of fuel. That is weird. I was just gonna get some fuel and then we realized we didn't need it. Just keep driving. Run right into the side of me while you're at it. The ugly sweater trailer. Oh! Oh yeah, you don't need that anymore. There we go. Gertruda is one of our many drivers. I think we have 11 drivers in this profile here. We can actually afford to build another truck if people want that for a video. But the thing is, the only truck that we have left that we could build would be the 113H, which is a mod, if people want to see that. Most of the modded videos that the build-outs that we did on ATS, almost nobody watched them, so I don't know if anybody wants to. Asking right now, because I mean, if nobody's gonna watch it, there isn't any sense of making the video. On YouTube, if you want to see it, leave a comment, letting me know. If you don't, then don't leave it. I don't know how many people watch the short over and over and over and over again, but because I know we don't have. I only have 35 people that sub to YouTube, but the short for this truck got almost 800 views. The bad part is the average view time is only like 14 seconds. And I'm pretty sure I know what people did. They watch the parts that they wanted to watch, and they skip through the rest of it. Gee, dumbass, why don't you look what's in front of you? God. Okay, we did 2 total deliveries. So let's see. Gothenburg. Nope. Nope. Okay. Roasted nuts. Where are we going? Where's our trailer? It is not here. It's 51 kilometers away from here. And for anybody who hasn't seen it, there it is. By the way, this truck does not have 1,000 horsepower, even though the license plate says it does. Made this license plate when we were driving a truck that had 1,000 horsepower, but since your license plates are done through World of Trucks, you have to change the license plate every time you got into a different truck. But instead of doing that, we just left it. Besides, it makes people wonder if you do. It makes people not want to challenge you. Or maybe it makes them want to challenge you. I don't know. I mean, this truck does have pretty decent acceleration, but not as good as the acceleration that it has with the 1,000 horsepower engine in it. 'Cause it still has a turbo in it, so. As you can hear by the pew, pew, pew sounds. But since we don't have a trailer, this thing gets kind of squirrely. We are on our way to pick up one of the Christmas jobs. What the heck? It did it twice. Whatever. We're picking up our ugly trailer at Volvo. Gee, guy, why don't you... You should be doing something, guy, not sitting on your butt. You're not paid for sitting on your ass. Oops. We missed our lineup. Completely. There we go. Still missed it. Okay, let's do... Oops, hold on. Where is... That is weird. What the heck? Where the heck is it? Hello? There's a BMW, please. What? Where are you? Where are you? Do, 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 do. Says to set your waypoint. I can't set one if there isn't one. That is weird. That is so weird. Where the heck is it? Where are you? Where the hell? There isn't one. Why is there two Volvo dealers that close together? Where the heck? There is not. Hello, where are you? There's not one anywhere on the map. Great. How the heck are we supposed to deliver this thing if I can't find a portal? Hello? Damn it. Because there isn't a rest stop anywhere along here. Oh wow, that's neat. Because normally the portals are in rest stops. And there isn't one. How the heck? You have gas stations, but you don't have rest stops. Why? Hello? Hold on. We're going to do something. Yes, we're going to go back to the title screen. I want to see if by going back to the title screen and relaunching the game from there, see if it comes back. Okay. Map. Nope. Not not one thing changed. Yay. Thanks, game. See if we turn all this stuff on. Select all. Look at all that. Look at all the stuff that's turned on. There. You wouldn't be able to see anything if you turned everything on. But you look at all services. Not border crossings. Where are rest stops? Fuel stops. Where are we? No, that's not what I was looking for. F. Where we are right here. There's a rest stop, but there's no portal there. What the heck is going on here? Hold on, let's see something here. No, it's not. It says 872 of 1,000 are done. This one here is all done. Matter of fact, there are very few that are actually done. UK does. Isle of Man doesn't have one because it's not. Iceland doesn't have any because it's not part of the original map. What the heck? How am I supposed to do another job on my thing if it won't let me do it? See? There is no portals. That. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. I kind of figured you were still here. I mean, thank you for sticking around. And man, what the heck? Oh, it's not what it. That's not what I thought it said. This is getting to be quite irritating. Why are you doing this to me, game? I guess I'm gonna have to find a different one. Worst part is I've already picked it up, and it won't let me set a waypoint. See, it says set waypoint to desired portal. Well, guess what? There isn't any portals, period. That is the one thing that has never been fixed in this game. Why is Hanover on here twice? See? Hanover, Hanover. What the frick is going on here? Well, I guess we're going to cancel this job and find a different one. F6. Yes. Let's find a different one. Let's do dried fruit. Whoops. F5. What we got here. Let's see. Come on. Oh, of course, it's gonna turn red. Probably. Flying by this dude like he's standing still. There we go, come on. Yeah. Woo! Up. Yeah, top speed of this truck is 90. And, well, that's probably because of the external contract. Fastest we can go is 90. Oh man. Oh. What? Stupid thing. Okay. Come on. Let's see what we got here. Only thing I can say is if this job is also, if there's no porthole over here, then we're gonna just call it a day. But whoa. Where? Oh, I see it. Okay, so let's. How did I know? Just a feeling. Yep, it's still the same way. There's no. Well, oh well. I guess they don't really want us to do it from here. Why? They have things, but they don't have any way to get out of here. Why do they not have one? New images available for upload. Oh. Says 878. So there's plenty of jobs left to be delivered, but for some reason they don't want us to deliver this one. Why do they not want us to deliver this one? Well, I guess we're going to call it a day. Because I'm not going to go around the map searching for places that they want us to deliver to. Or from, or wherever. Because I've picked 2 jobs and they both have the same problem. There is no portal. Let's see. Hold on. Before we give up on this one. Well, I am doing a World of Trucks job. That's the thing. To refresh aspect. Okay, so let's go to a rest stop, and we'll see if something change. It says that try resting, and since there is no place to rest here, so I guess we'll see. There's a rest stop not that far away from here. So we're gonna try going to a rest stop and resting. Even though it's probably gonna say, oh, you're not tired, you can't rest or whatever, you know, one of them things. Okay, so map, nearest rest stop is right there. Let's see what we got here. By the way, thank you for the right back at you. Love it when people use that emote. We gotta get ourselves an emote like that, but we don't have any more slots. So, unfortunately, the only way to get another slot for emotes is to have 20 sub points. And right now we are 13 sub points short of getting another emote slot. technically they say that 1% of your followers are usually subbed. Well, right now, we have roughly about 1%. So we have 2 subs. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. We have fuel and we have okay, let's where's the rest spot? Here's a parking spot right here. Hello, we're at the rest area. We're in the spot. Yep. You are getting some rest. Now it's dark out. Okay, now M. What the heck is going on here? City names. You are here. Why is there still no? Hello? What the heck is going on here? I rested. We look at all of the rest stops there are on the map. But guess what? There is no portals. Oh, oh well. We tried. So, have a good one, everybody. Thank you for watching. I am done with the hassle of this. So, until next time, y'all have a good day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I'll see you on Saturday. Saturday is usually an unmodded ATS day. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing. We might be doing ATS, we might do SnowRunner, I don't know. But I will see you then. Have a good one, everybody. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Saturday.